Hello. I remembered I don't have to click out of the game to unmute my dang microphone. I'm Mythical 9, and I'm learning. I'm learning more about what's happening in AI the Somnium files. We went down another timeline, the very first branching point in the game, and it's led us to a dark place. The big thing going on here, so I guess let's start with a small thing. Date doesn't cure Mizuki's aphonia, but it is cured by Iris's mom slash Mizuki's teacher, he told me. She hangs out with her, gives her the support she needs, and she's all better. So she's good still, and that's good. That makes us happy. Watching Iris get cut in half live on stream does not make us happy. And then we get there and we find Oda has met the same fate. They are both dead, and in a very sort of poor effort to investigate both, you mostly just end up finding their family members all grieving and learn mostly nothing. But eventually you kind of put it together that the Kumakuras have ties to some of the people involved here. And you get there and it turns out that one of them is a big ASAT fan. The chairman, I guess. MoMA. And so you blackmail him with that information to get a little bit more. And I feel like I'm leaving out something important, but it's a good thing I left the game at a place. The music's gonna cut out for a little bit here while I switch over. I left the game at a place where I think it's gonna recap the investigation for me. Hey, Lygodia. So, let's do it. Oh yeah, Renju is missing, too. He takes off from the hospital. Presumably meets up with Iris before she gets kidnapped. By showing up during her live stream. Well, no. It's like a full day passes before the stuff with the saw happens. All right, Iva, hit me with it. Commiserate.
I'm already tired of this, Iva.
That's not like you. Is something wrong?
Shogo's estimated TOD was 2 days ago, 5 p.m. It's been more than 48 hours, but our investigation has made zero progress. Sorry, I just wanted to whine about it for a bit.
In 5 years, this is the first time I've heard you so dejected.
I want to hear him scream.
Ghost!
I have been here for several...
Could you not come out like that?
Why not?
If people see you, they'll freak out.
Do not worry.
No one can
I
see your
already
Date.
by you. I am sending this projection of myself directly to your brain.
Oh.
But returning to your answer, why would people freak out if they saw me?
Isn't it obvious? A girl looking like you, dressed like that, sitting next to me? People would think I'm a pervert.
Always with the pervert jokes with this game.
If you continue saying such things, I will self-destruct.
Do it.
An AI never lies.
So, you weren't kidding. What happens if you self-destruct in my eye socket?
Your skull would pop like a balloon. My body is full of cutting-edge technology and state secrets, in terms of hardware as well as software. I am capable of hacking 99.99% of computers that currently exist. What if someone managed to steal me? It would threaten not only the police force, but the existence of the state itself. My self-destruct function is designed to prevent such a scenario from ever occurring.
Yeah, she's pretty much magic, huh? Wow, we're still talking about this?
Strictly speaking, I am not capable of self-destructing.
What do you mean?
I obey the 3 laws of robotics as laid down by Isaac Asimov.
Classic.
I cannot harm myself. However, a person with administrative authority could order me to self-destruct. You have such authority. Let us determine a code number, one that will activate the detonator. Command 41205. If you issue this command, I will detonate.
No, that's still too dangerous.
It's like popped up on the
We
screen
need
here.
some kind of safety. The number will be the first lock. If I give you the second command within 1 minute of the first,
What is the second command?
let's see. How about if I tell a lie?
A lie?
Something that's not the truth. If I say something untrue, I want you to regard it as the second command.
Why so obscure?
Understood. And one more thing. Even if I die, do not worry. I will not be gone.
Huh?
Everything that I see and hear is uploaded to the cloud, all by wireless communication in real time. Even if my body is destroyed, my backup data will not be lost.
So this was something we learned at the end of one of the timelines, and I was like, there's like a little piece of information that will matter maybe in the other stories, but apparently here it is, here in this story.
My memories, as well as my core programming, will be preserved.
So you're basically immortal.
Yes, as long as the server is alive.
Hey, about that 5-digit command. How did you come up with that number?
It is my favorite number. There is no particular meaning.
Really?
This is picking up the thread from the first one. Wow, we're getting pretty deep. All right, 6 years ago, I lost my past. Names, addresses, family, childhood, everything. But that wasn't all I lost. My left eye. I don't know how I lost it. The earliest memory that I have is of me aimlessly wandering the streets of Shinjuku. Until a good friend gave me a hand.
Come with me, to where you belong.
Boss helped me become a cop and assigned me to Abyss. A year later, I was called into the control room where Pewter showed me something extraordinary.
The official title is AI Ball. You may call her Iba. The artificial intelligence contained within this sphere is nothing short of miraculous. An autonomous artificial intelligence birthed from collective nanotechnology.
I don't like it when people refer to technology with birthed.
Its ability to think is controlled by a program we call the Wadjet system. Special Agent Date, from today forward, this is your partner. She will be your personal computer and your personal companion.
It's been 5 years since then. 5 years and a number of tough cases. But
This time is different. Where could Renju be?
I also wonder where he could have gone.
About Shoko Nadami's murder.
About Shoko Nadami's murder, we still need to see the investigation through.
The only relevant lead is the call made to Shoko's phone.
Aiba, is that number still turned off?
Please wait. Date, the line is connected.
Really?
Really.
Call it.
Isn't your number being blocked?
Try from a different line. You can do that, right?
I can.
Okay.
Which line would you like to use?
We're calling Shoko's criminal phone. I assume when we say Shoko's phone at the top option, we're also talking about the same phone that we're calling, which is dumb.
No answer. I see. The caller did attempt to call Shoko's phone.
Oh, no, we're calling the person who called Shoko's
If
phone.
we call from that line,
Right, he might pick up.
but a normal call may yield the same results as before.
I have an idea. Do you remember what Shoko's voice sounded like?
Oh, murder. I thought it said about Shoko Nadami's number. That's what led me. Alright.
Yes, I do. I remember everything that I see and hear.
Can you reproduce her voice?
Analyzing recorded audio data. Imitation should be possible.
Well then,
She's magic! Holy shit.
You want me to call with Shoko's voice?
yeah,
Me?
you're the only one who can.
What an incredible tool that they just didn't know they had
I
until this
suppose you
moment.
have no choice.
Are you sure you can handle this?
I am an artificial intelligence, not a human prone to nervous breakdowns and mistakes like you.
All right, Hal, let's see what you can do.
It's connected. It's ringing.
You said you didn't get nervous.
Uh,
Calm down. Deep breaths.
wait a minute.
What?
I'm an AI. I don't take breaths.
Focus. They're gonna hang up.
Hello. This is Nadami Shoko.
Impossible. Shoko is dead.
Yes, I died 2 days ago.
Idiot, why did you say that?
Oh, by I meant my twin sister, Shoku.
Your twin sister.
I'm trying to listen to the voice. I don't...
His name. Get his name.
How?
How could we get their name? These are all not great. Who's Yamada?
Is this Yamada?
No. This is.
Say it, say it.
Are you sure you have the right number? It can't be. How did you get Shoko's phone?
No good.
Quick, think of another plan.
My sister has a package for you. Where should I deliver it?
Just send it to my office.
Where is your office?
What do you mean? Look it up. Do you even know who I am?
This isn't working. They're going to hang up.
Damn.
You're an imposter!
It's a miracle that we've got this
I beg
far.
your pardon?
Don't act dumb. You sound completely different. How did you get that phone?
This is my phone.
Liar! You're impersonating him!
That's enough. I am So Sajima.
It was so. Okay.
Politician?
Sajima.
I can't believe this is the thing that gets him.
Sorry for doubting you.
It's fine. What were you calling me for?
Oh, sorry, something urgent just came up. I will call back later.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Why so?
Unknown. But that was definitely So Sajima. I was able to match his voice to public records of him speaking.
Then why did you need to do this whole get his name thing? I guess only after she knew his name was she able to look him up and then get his voice and then...
In any case, that was an excellent performance, was it not?
Yeah, good job.
Is that all?
What, do you want me to pat you on the head?
No, nothing like that.
I tapped my fingertip against my left eye.
Stop! It tickles!
Rub, rub, rub.
Stop! The nerve might break!
I don't like that. I don't like that interaction. A call came in soon after.
Date! A call from Investigation HQ.
Connect me.
Is this Special Agent Date from Abyss? My name is Akaska from HQ. I'm investigating the Shoko Nadami
I
case.
think I remember this guy from one of the other timelines.
Something that you need to hear.
What is it?
We got a phone call earlier.
Right.
From a prisoner at Fuchu Prison.
This is from number 89.
Save the call. I think you should give it a listen. Who is this?
In here, I'm known as number 89.
What is this call concerning?
I know it was Shoko Nadami. And if you let me out of here, I will tell you who it is. I suppose you might say I'm looking for a plea bargain. He will kill again, you know. And he'll take their eye while they're still alive. There will be more bodies. If you want to stop this serial killer, I suggest you take my offer. I'll be seeing you.
This has to be a prank.
That's what I thought too. But I felt I should give you the heads up anyway.
Good idea. Thanks, Detective.
Good luck.
Do you think it really is just a prank?
Well, to be sure, look into number 89.
Roger that.
But for now,
So Sajima.
But for now, So Sejima. I thought I clicked that I was heading to Abyss headquarters. Am I just gonna... Yeah, we're just gonna detour. Alright.
Hey, you can't be here without permission. I'll call the police!
I am the police.
What happened? Sir.
So many times we just show up at this place.
Police officer. You.
Like, if we're here to fight, fine. If we're here to talk, it's not gonna go well.
Can I help you?
I need to ask you a few questions.
I'm a very busy man. You can ask me tomorrow during normal business hours.
It's about Shoko Nadami. You can't tell me you've never heard of her.
As a matter of fact, I have. It was reported on the news that she was killed.
2 days ago at 9:02 p.m., you made a phone call to Shoko Nadami.
A phone call? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do.
Oh. Glowing like the sun over here.
What? Where's all this red coming from?
It's a thermograph.
Yeah, I knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, he's lying. How do I get him to admit it?
Oh, call him. Yeah, his phone's gonna ring right in his pocket.
Call his phone again, using Shoko's line.
Understood.
You're not gonna pick it up? It's from Shoko. I had her give you a call.
What?
It'll stop ringing soon. 3, 2, 1. See?
Fine. I did call her. Around 9 o'clock, just like you said.
Finally confessing?
There's nothing to confess. I did nothing wrong.
Then why did you lie to me?
Because I didn't want to get involved in all of this nonsense. You mean to tell me that I am a suspect? My call was after Shoko died. If I were the killer, why would I do that?
I don't know, but I'm asking the questions.
Do you have a warrant?
I think he's asking the questions. He's asking a very relevant question.
I thought not. I'll be leaving now. Good night, Detective.
God, that's funny. Let's look at... I'm asking the questions. Do you have a warrant? ... Get the fuck out. I'm asking the questions. And then like 5 seconds later, just standing dejected outside of his mansion. I tried to follow, but So's bodyguards blocked my path.
Go home. Unless you want to get kicked out. I don't know what you're talking about.
About his alibi.
Do you know where So was Friday at 5 p.m.?
Here, in the mansion.
Can anyone corroborate that?
Maybe the housekeeper.
What's the relationship between So and Shoko?
I don't know. Even if I did, it would be confidential.
We'll leave the UFO for last.
I've heard of her, but I've never met her. I saw her on the news.
Anything suspicious about your boss?
Nothing special. Not any different from any other politician, anyway.
Date, a minute.
What happened?
So is on the move, most likely in a car.
How do you know?
I hacked So's smartphone and I'm currently tracking the GPS, not his rental phone, the one registered under his name.
Where's he headed?
Unknown, somewhere to the east.
Keep tracking him.
Roger that.
No, so much for the UFO. UFO. They just say it like a word in Japan. UFO. Hey, Andy. Hey, everyone. Air Math Stums. He literally just whoop 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 like has to take off running. I don't know how he didn't see him.
What was So doing here?
Date, my apologies.
What's wrong?
My battery is low.
Are you serious?
I guess it's not going to be a problem. I can still see out of my right eye. My vision halved and I went into warehouse. I went into warehouse? Is that what it said, or is that just what I said? Okay. Something covered with a white cloth is on the table.
It can't be.
Huh.
Iris. Iba, what's your charge?
Hold on a second. What timeline are we on? Is this the one where Ota and Iris die over here? On the buzzsaw? Because I thought it was over here, and it seems like that's not what happened. Yeah, okay, this is where they die. Okay. Looks like she still dies, though.
Currently at 2%.
Can you make a call?
Can't help but notice she's in
I
the
can.
exact same
I'm
pose as
connected
she
to the power
was
supply.
in the,
What do you-
Mizuki's Somnium.
Hurry. Just connect me to boss.
Date, what's wrong?
I found a body.
What?
She was murdered.
Why, immediately after becoming under suspicion, does he leave a body at the warehouse in such a... I mean, I'm assuming he left it there. In such an obvious place.
Multiple stab wounds to the back, and one eye missing.
Oh no.
So this warehouse, though, I was thinking, like, this is the scene where the buzzsaw, but, like, that hasn't happened yet.
Location is
So
Okiura Fishery Cold Storage
the same
Warehouse.
location is being used here,
The victim.
but in a very
victim is
different
Iris
way.
Sargon.
Iris.
I'll tell you more later. Just send CSI to the scene right away. And one more thing. Congressman So Sajima. Bring him to Abyss.
Wait a minute, why?
I'll take responsibility for everything. Just do it, please.
All right.
I thought he's, like, blackmailing the police or whatever. Like, I feel like she should come back over the top and be like, I can't do that, Date. We never did go on that date.
Because sometime real soon, I'm going to die.
I think this means there's not a single timeline where she survives.
Do you honestly think you can get away with this?
Funny, I was gonna ask you the same thing.
Date, calm down.
You know Iris Sargon, don't you?
No, I don't.
I'm a little worried here, because I feel like we're gonna get into an investigation where I need to, like, start putting evidence together, and I don't really remember what evidence we even have right now.
I've never heard of her.
Maybe he's lying, maybe he's not. But even if he doesn't know her name... Uh-oh. Well, he did... What?
This is the image stored.
I saw So walking out of the cold storage where Iber recorded the whole thing.
Just before my battery ran out.
I think I just need to show her the picture and be like, you know her face though, right?
Someone visited her and interrupted the stream. I hadn't been in contact with her for a while. Whoever visited her this morning almost certainly has something to do with the murder. Iris's body was discovered at Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
Okiura Fishery.
That caught my eye too, but we'll get to that later. The actual murder site is unknown. The lack of blood at the scene makes it highly likely that she was killed somewhere else. Thinking about how Iris's body was frozen when I discovered it must have taken at least 18 hours for the body to freeze to that state. I entered the warehouse at 9 p.m.
So 2 a.m. plus 18 hours means it was completely frozen at 8 p.m., assuming she was frozen immediately after this visitor visited her at 2 a.m.
18 hours prior to that was
It's like an hour to kill her and then get her into the freezer. Like, that's pretty wild.
Iris was last seen alive around 2 a.m. She was live streaming, so there's no doubt about the time. Meaning Iris must have been murdered between 2 and 3 in the morning. Iris's body was found frozen in the warehouse. Her right eye was removed and she suffered multiple stab wounds to her back. There were no other visible wounds on her body, so the stab wounds were likely the cause of death. From the size and shape of the marks, the murder weapon is almost definitely a knife. Possibly a kitchen knife.
Always this kitchen knife. Alright, I think I just show the picture and be like, but you know her face. I put a picture of Iris in front of So.
So you've never met her before?
I have not.
Have you seen her corpse?
Corpse?
I know you've seen her body.
Based on what?
Where Iris was found, and him leaving the place where she was found.
Iris's body was found at Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
What does that have to do with anything?
What have I missed? We somehow tricked Congressman So into revealing that he was the one who called Shoko's phone at 9:02 p.m. and confronted him about it, and then he took off down to the warehouse, and we follow him down to the warehouse, and he leaves, and we find Iris's frozen, stabbed, dead, missing an eye body in the warehouse. So we bring him in for questioning. I stood up and went to the corner of the room. I picked up the PC monitor and put it on the desk in front of him.
This.
That's a laptop. That's not a monitor.
Iba, play the video.
Iba, Date does not know
Right away.
computers, I guess. We also got that same phone call from the guy's like, number 89 left this message, and he's like, Shoko Nadami is not going to be the only victim.
Then I suppose you know I was there.
Then you saw the body.
I didn't. I was at the warehouse, but I didn't see any corpses there.
Don't lie to me.
I mean, it was
the
under a
truth.
blanket.
Then what were you doing there?
I choose to remain silent.
You what?
Remain silent, as is my right, guaranteed by law.
Date's like, boss, can he do that?
Remember that I...
Date, we talked about this.
I know my rights.
Date, can I get a second?
What?
Does it matter if he saw the body or not in this case? He's a busy man. If we hold him here too long...
You want me to stop beating around the bush?
I certainly do. You believe that So Sajima is her killer, or is at the very least involved in the crime somehow.
Yeah.
Why not ask him for his alibi first?
Do we want to do visitor or time of death? I feel like they're both relevant game.
Was killed sometime
There's only
between 2
6
and 3
pieces of
p.m.
evidence. How could it...
Do you have an alibi
Whatever.
for that time?
I was playing Mahjong all night, at a place called Dora Dora in Shinjuku.
Politician spending all night in a mahjong parlor.
An exclusive Mahjong parlor, yes.
If it's mahjong, you should have had 3 opponents with you.
Indeed I did, but they were all strangers. I don't remember their names.
Date, I did some research. Dora Dora is a private room mahjong parlor. It is owned and operated by one individual.
If the rooms are private, that limits the number of potential witnesses. The shopkeeper might be in So's pocket, and he's the only one we could ask about So's alibi. Especially if he doesn't remember any of the 3 people he played against.
He might as well not have an alibi.
That's not much of an alibi, So.
Please, this is ridiculous. First you suspect me in the matter of Shoko Nadami, and now this? I haven't killed anyone. Not Shoko, not Iris. Besides, if I stabbed a woman, why would I bring her to a cold storage warehouse?
I don't think I ever mentioned anywhere that she got stabbed. There's a lot of text here. Oh, Date's, I've been rereading the green ones, not the red ones. Oh no, the red ones are the things we say. Green is like inner monologue? No. Green is cutscene?
Wait. What did you say?
So it didn't respond, but I remembered. He slipped up.
I never mentioned Iris's cause of death. How do you know she was stabbed?
Because
you did it?
Don't be stupid.
Then how do you know? Stop dodging the question and answer. Boss, give me permission to sync. He can't hide inside his own head.
You've got it. Sync with him.
All right, get in the machine, old man. Get in the machine, congressman.
But do not worry. It will not affect the sync.
Okay, Doc.
This is so illegal. This is...
Right.
Please, don't forget.
Definitely didn't sign the consent form on this one.
You say it every time.
I'm sinking in the congressman. The politician. Jesus. Hey, girl.
Did you witness my superior driving technique?
Yeah, I saw you get in an accident.
Oh my god, what was the... What's the... Golden Boy or something? There's an anime where this guy, like... He's like, I'm gonna show you the greatest swimming technique you've ever seen. And then he jumps in, and he's struggling. He's struggling so hard for like 40 seconds. There's a part where he stops swimming and is clearly just walking on the bottom of the pool. And then he finally dives back in and he's super out of breath. And then he gets to the end and then turns around like a cool guy just like this. And he's like, so how was it?
No, I only pressed the wrong pedal.
That's what you call an accident.
What pedal made you do that? What pedal accelerated you into a figure skater-like spin? I've never seen a forklift do a triple axle.
Observe the surroundings.
Huh. In a word, I'd say it's strange. Maybe this is So's corrupt nature manifesting itself.
The man Somnium is almost as corrupt as he is. I am impressed. Never mind.
Yeah, this is a real bad dream. Let's get the clues we need and get the hell out of here.
Oh?
It's Iris. What on earth is she doing here?
Bye. Oh. Yotoda, is that what it said? Oof. Oofy. Oof. Oof. Oh. And then just goes sprinting off?
Iris! We can't go any closer?
We cannot.
That silhouette we saw.
This is So's Somnium. During a sync, we experience the subject's dreams from a third-person perspective. In other words...
It has to be him.
I cannot say for certain, but...
What's going on?
It appears that time is looping in this warped space.
Time is looping? Can't you do something about that?
What exactly do you propose I do?
You're telling me I have to watch this scene over and over?
I don't want to watch it either.
Well then?
I suppose we can help her. We may then be able to ask this manifestation of Iris some questions.
Huh?
God, the knife is like going all the way through her body.
Sure, do whatever
It's
you gotta
weird
do.
that they spin around to this angle where you can see how poorly animated it is.
Iris, no matter what.
Yeah.
Over and over and over again.
But to do that, we gotta do something about that huge wooden box.
Somnium scan. Activate.
So this could be someone's second ever Somnium trip. If they went this way when they fired up the game. That's a big box. I thought it was a big wall, but it's a big box. The camera didn't know where lock 2 was. Whoop, up, 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 up. Witch-a-ka-choom. Sinking in the villain, of course. If Iris escapes, you may discover So's secret. Yeah, let me see if my memory is correct of where we are. Okay, technically there's like the tutorial one. And then this one. And now this. Yotora. Oh, this is a big area. Look at all this stuff. Alright, if you want to move a big box, what do you do? Digging the music. All these warehouse doors. Forklifts move boxes.
A forklift. A large wooden box.
Hit push investigate.
This box is too large to exist in reality. This must be a reflection of So's deepest psyche.
Deepest psyche. He definitely doesn't want us going any further.
He absolutely hates Sokoban.
Seems that way.
Nothing could be a worse nightmare than the world's largest box.
In any case, moving this box may take some ingenuity.
Especially completely misaligned with the rest of the warehouse on this weird diagonal. Alright, I feel like I learned nothing.
A warehouse door. Is anyone there? No response.
Even if there was someone.
A forklift. Roger that. Leave it to me. It is time to unleash the Drift King.
Crash a minute ago. Besides, the forklift is from
Look at, she looks like such a kid up there. She's on the very edge of the seat. Right off the back of the dock. Uh-huh. Like nothing happened. What next, Date?
There's something here.
Maybe you should jump in. You might unlock a bonus stage.
Do you have the mind of a child?
Portal.
A mysterious warp space suddenly appeared.
Throw a pebble. Oh. It makes things big.
It appears to be connected to that place.
It's an embiggener.
Hard to believe it was a pebble.
A portal.
5 minutes left, Doctor.
I can probably just reach in with a big hand, right? Do I really want to use a third to save 18 seconds?
A portal.
I'm gonna say no for now. But I'll burn one on the next 20 or whatever I see.
Yeah, you can do it.
I suppose if I must.
Big Iba god hand coming down from the sky. Yeah. Whack. Like a cat. Just paws it off the table.
Oh, I've seen a boss character like this before.
Are we gonna watch her get stabbed in a new location? Yep. 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 Yep.
Are those boxes in the way too?
We do not have time to move each one.
If only we could use that crane.
Removed a large box and made an escape path. We have to make another escape path. Oh, this warehouse door is not quite like the others.
A door to the warehouse. I cannot see inside.
think I'm gonna teleport to the other side of the boxes.
That door should have led to the warehouse, but
Yep.
is this some kind of control panel?
Input fighting game combo.
The one that is difficult for humans to input?
Yeah, the GH Raging combo.
I don't know what the reference is. Shoot.
Fine, just be quiet. No, wait. Inputting that sequence of commands with the lever shaped like this.
I think you could do it.
I'll try.
Got it in one.
Oh, it moved.
Ring out!
That's a KO.
Is it like a Virtua Fighter combo? Oh, you think it was Raging Demon? Maybe. GH Raging Combo.
If only she could fit through that gap.
God, you hear her getting stabbed. Whoa, what's going on with door A?
A warehouse door. A warehouse. Delivery!
Okay, with the lever that only goes up and down. We got the box near the crane. We got the crane. He implied to do something with like the barrels so that she could like squeeze between them, which is weird. Because I can't even get close to them.
A crane.
Times 3, huh? Let's see if I can find
A wooden box.
something to burn times 3 on. Doesn't make much sense to push it while it's attached to the crane. I guess I can just go knock on one of the doors or whatever. That's only 10 seconds.
A crane. Not that I am against it.
Stum's
but
making cheesecake over there?
Can you not climb?
I don't see any place to get a hold.
Oh, this is why you push the box? Well, that sucks.
4 minutes.
A warehouse door. Delivery!
I guess technically this stuff is unseen, so I can't skip it. I'll just leave the feature on, whatever.
A wooden box.
Push and punch her. Whoa, times 2 times 4? What? When did this get so much worse? Oh, there's a portal underneath here.
No use. It is either stuck to the ground, or its cargo is extraordinarily heavy.
Or you're just weak.
Or you're
Or you're just lazy.
Or your breath smells like garbage.
Why is this one 30? Fuck it, I'm gonna have to restart anyway. Just open it, see what happens.
What's this? Something came out.
Edible seaweed made this way was thought to be a delicate.
Nobody needs to hear your superb.
Oh. It's a good thing she knows what it does. Now that she's small, she takes so long to run everywhere. Oh! Why'd you stop?
Is the box hanging from the crane in the way now?
Was there something under the wooden box?
Let's just go back and lift it up for
So we menu, options, skip everything on. Back up again.
4 minutes.
This time we go right around the switch.
A warehouse.
Yeah, I guess it's got some purple stuff on the door. That's what makes it different. God, the fast forwarding knife sounds? Gross.
3 minutes, Dante.
See, now these numbers are the way they were before. Pushing did not. I'm guessing punch also does nothing. Crane can't get in the crane. Is there something else that can help me get to the crane? I can still try punching the box, but...
What?
I got a special thing.
A crane. How about this stone?
Great.
I hit it, but nothing happened. A crane. There is no point doing this by force. If we are going to move it, we have to find another way.
You have less than 2 minutes, Dante. Hurry.
I can interact with the portal, huh?
What is this?
Looks like a pretty.
Oh, I got smaller.
If you got any smaller, you'd be as flat as a surfboard.
This is a mistake.
Can only peek inside. Wait, can I? Is it? Okay, I thought maybe from the other side it would be like the reverse or something.
A wooden.
Maybe I go all the way back and use the crane again?
A door to the west.
You have 1 minute left.
It's okay. No, I do not. I can't even retry.
A warehouse. A ware. A ware.
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
Concrete fragments?
Pieces of
Ow! Fuck.
Ow!
Are you okay?
I want to go home.
Oh, I can't even imagine just barefoot booting an entire rock.
Stop it!
Why did I run all the way over there just to make her break her foot on this thing? I'm not even gonna get anywhere close to anything.
Date, where?
Damn you, son.
Now I have to watch this stupid fail animation. I can't select retry. Do you have a limited number of retries or something?
A forklift. Roger that.
Got it.
A mysterious.
Put your hand in is 20 seconds. Alright, we'll burn it on the pebble.
A portal. A door.
Five minutes left, Dante.
Last time I had a third. That sucks.
A warehouse. Oh.
30's kind of a lot of seconds to not get a timey.
A warehouse. I hear deep, excited breathing.
Don't tell me.
A warehouse. Is anyone? What is this?
Looks like a.
have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
A crane.
Yeah, she can't do it. Boom, boom, boom.
A warehouse. Is any... No
Even if there was...
A warehouse.
You have 1 minute left.
A warehouse. A warehouse. A warehouse. A warehouse.
Dum 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 dum. I didn't think it was any of this. I just want to cross this off the list.
A warehouse.
What?
Pieces of. It is the
Literally
same
0
material that makes up the
seconds.
ground.
It rounded down to 0.
Though I am unsure why it fell from the sky earlier.
So things that go through that portal come out supersized. Got it.
Date, you've got less than 30 seconds.
A wooden. It won't. A wooden box.
Ugh. Why would she push it into the purple stuff? Like,
No, it is either stuck to
Or...
or.
alright, those are both still bad.
Time's up.
A warehouse.
I did both of those. I did all 3 on the crane. Is there literally a single thing I haven't tried?
So...
Date.
I guess I can interact with this one again.
Warehouse. Delivery.
Okay. I opened this to, and that created the portal, but the portal is somewhere else. It's not, like, the door is also open to go somewhere. I need a timey.
A door. Delivery.
Why does she keep saying delivery?
You have less than 2 minutes, Date. Hurry.
Delivery. No,
Got it.
it's a control.
I didn't get a timey for that. All right, raise.
Understood.
Is there something on...
It appears Iris was saved. Barely.
That shadow must be...
We helped her escape and learned basically nothing about what happened.
Iris was in the Somnium earlier.
Yes, we saw.
An unidentified figure tried to stab Iris to death. And Date and Aiba...
Who is that figure?
Probably So himself.
True, he could imagine himself in his Somnium that way. Mr. Date's ego algorithm processed the figure into that particular image.
Mr. Date's ego algorithm.
What are you people talking about? If you're quite done here, hurry up and release me.
It's weird the way he's just looking down at the floor.
I saw it on the monitor. Aiba saving Iris as she was being stabbed. Of course, since you and Aiba are one and the same, it's like you saved her, Date. But that was just a dream. It's not real. Saving her in Somnium won't save her now. I'm sorry.
It's like he woke up to yell at you and then went back to sleep. Let's just ask right in front of him. Hey, can we get an arrest warrant?
Are you kidding me? You know that what we find in Somnium can't be submitted as evidence in court.
It's basically all garbage. It's useless.
Besides, we don't even know for sure if that figure was So.
You said it was.
I said that it's probably him.
Excuse me? I'm right here. I can hear everything you're saying.
I know you can't get an arrest warrant, so I'm just gonna walk out of this. I'm bye. I'm leaving.
No, nothing yet. They arrived a while ago, but that warehouse is owned by Okiura Fishery.
I know. Aiba, can you check to see if it's the Okiura we know?
Searching.
The subject of the sync remembers certain persons or objects that appear in Somnium, but they might not have a clear form. Our dreams are sometimes vague or unclear, even the subject of the dream themselves. I told you earlier that the Sinker experiences
A play for the
dream from
Sinker
the perspective
for like the
of
fourth
an
time.
observer. That is why the person creating the dream. But perhaps they do not have it like a mirror or picture. Perhaps he's never watched himself on television. Rare for a politician, but not unheard of. He lacks that objective picture of himself. He remains stoic and unattached despite his position of power. I find that quite powerful. To be able to put your ego aside and see yourself as God
Sometimes
sees
Pewter
you
says some villain shit.
is an ability many charismatic people share.
In a really villain tone of voice.
He may not have a rational, objective assessment of himself. So, Even if this figure is ambiguous.
It could be so.
Indeed.
I like how I'm just how does this work?
The Sinker's
What am I really
consciousness,
doing when I get
ego,
in there?
is brought into the subject's somnium. They enter the subconscious mind, or more accurately, sink into it. At this time, the Sinker's memories are left in their original body. Picture an egg. The ego is the egg yolk that goes into the subject's brain. The Sinker's memories are the whites, which remain in the shell. The Sinker, or rather the Sinker as their pure ego, experiences the subject's somnium.
I feel like the egg analogy is not doing it for me.
To be precise, it is not only ego. When synced, a modicum of memory data does get sent into the subject's brain. Imagine separating an egg yolk from its whites. No matter how you try, some of the egg whites will always stick to the yolk. This is just like that. Imagine the human brain as being made up of two elements: memory and algorithmic structure. The former is preferable because the latter can be problematic. It can output things based on the inputs it is given. To make this easier to understand, compare this to a computer. Memory is like your data stored on a
Here's
hard
an
disk.
image of a computer.
The algorithm is the program. This program controls everything, from higher cognitive functions to primitive instinct. This program is what creates the phenomenon of consciousness.
I'm gonna need the
Short,
summary on this
it
one.
is your ego algorithm. What you call your mind, recognition, cognition, consciousness. All of these processes are incomprehensible without the ego algorithm. However, the Wadjet system is revolutionizing the way we think about consciousness.
The Wadjet system controls my core programming.
Using Wadjet, we could map the neural circuitry of the human brain, and we discovered a specific circuit that is key to the phenomenon of consciousness. However, we human beings are still unable to fully grasp it. It's far too complicated. But even if we don't understand it, we can still use it. You don't have to understand electromagnetism to use a microwave oven. The Wadjet system is how we are able to extract the Sinker's consciousness. That is what makes syncing possible.
Jesus. Alright, the important stuff.
Come to think of it, I still haven't heard your explanation for this. 2 days ago, you called Shoko Nadami just after 9 p.m. Why?
That is a private matter that I will not discuss with you.
What's your
What
alibi?
were you doing at 5 p.m. 2 days ago?
He still has no reason to answer these
You can
questions.
ask my housekeeper or my bodyguards. They will confirm that.
He heard us say we don't have a warrant. Like he should just leave.
That does match what the bodyguard said earlier.
But they're like family to him. They're not above telling a lie to protect their boss.
I've been telling you I don't know anything.
That's impossible.
But he's so sleepy.
I saw Iris in your dream. You have to have some memory of her.
What are you talking about? I don't understand a word of this. I didn't.
Are you planning on acting dumb all night? How did you know Iris was stabbed?
I heard it.
What?
On my way to this place, I heard that woman over there talking. Something about a girl who got stabbed in the back.
Are you talking about me?
Yes, you.
I don't remember exactly what I said. It's possible that I mentioned a body with stab wounds to the back.
Boss.
Whoops.
It is impossible to determine now. He very well may not have seen Iris's body.
This whole thing, the whole... Imagine it was 20 minutes ago when Date says, I never mentioned the body got stabbed in the back. So says this. On my way to this place, I heard that woman over there talking. And It's the same. We learned nothing at all in Somnium. That whole thing didn't need to be there. It wasn't even a branching point because there was only one way to go inside it.
No. He still must have. He was in the warehouse.
But does that mean we can conclude for certain that he saw the corpse? Date, the investigation team is calling.
This is Date from Abyss. What happened?
Hey, sorry to call you out of the blue. There's something we want to check.
Random cops just got my number.
Sure, what is it?
You said you found a body at Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse.
Oh, these guys were investigating the scene.
Yes, that's right.
Huh. Okay.
Why? What happened?
It's, not here.
What's not there?
We searched all over the warehouse. We didn't find any bodies.
Maybe you should have stayed with the evidence.
What do you mean
Date?
there's no body?
Shouldn't have just left the crime scene out here.
Everywhere. But nothing.
Date, I am not doubting you. However, are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure. I saw it. I know I saw it. I saw Iris's body with my own right eye.
Then perhaps someone moved the body between the time we left and CSI arrived.
No, there's another possibility.
She wasn't dead.
There is?
Got stabbed like 10, 15 times. Got frozen for 18 hours. And then just de-thawed and walked out of there?
Date?
Iris!
What?
What are you doing? Barging in without ringing the doorbell? Oh, you see, Mizuki ended up staying at my place. Something wrong?
The world changed.
Because of what we did in Somnium? Suddenly, I was just saying how, like, this was the most useless Somnium. There was no reason to do any of this. But if we literally changed the past, that would be pretty significant. Now, is that actually what happened, though?
Iba and I saved Iris during the sink yesterday. She wasn't killed.
True, but that was only a dream.
Maybe the dream changed reality.
Impossible.
Then how else would you explain it? Iris came back to life.
It is absurd. Not possible. Dreams are figments of the imagination. An incident which took place entirely in your mind cannot have any bearing on the real world. That is preposterous. Consider it. If you were to find money in your dream, does your bank account balance go up in reality? If you were to be attacked by aliens in your dream, does a swarm of UFOs invade Earth?
But at the warehouse,
You must have been hallucinating. Within Mizuki's Somnium, you saw Iris's frozen corpse. It is affecting your mental state. Last night, you were so fazed by it that you couldn't speak. If it bothers you to this degree, why not go talk to Iris?
Where is she now?
Her cell phone is on. I can trace her via GPS. She is currently somewhere in the Lemniscape building.
Renju?
Mizuki went to Bloom Park 3 nights ago. She was prompted by a Nile message from Renji.
Mizuki, Daddy got caught up in something serious. Please come to Bloom Park's merry-go-round right away.
There are 3 possibilities. 1. Renju killed Shoko, or was an accessory to the murder. 2. Renju was threatened or blackmailed into luring Mizuki to the scene. 3. The culprit used Renju's phone to send the Nile message. In any case, the motive is still unknown. We need to talk to Renju.
Renju, where did you go?
You asked Mama at Marble for information regarding Renju Okiura, correct? It is possible she may have something for you by now.
I asked Moma for information too, but I had to promise him a meeting with Iris. Moma can wait for now.
We can talk to Iris's mom as well. She was Renju's classmate, right? Iba told me about her.
Yeah, the fishery's got his name on it.
Research.
She hasn't
As
given
the
us
note
this
suggests,
research yet.
The company is owned by the Okiuras. The same Okiuras we know. Renju's father created the company.
Another connection to Renju.
Not
No,
quite.
actually. Currently, Okiura Fishery has nothing to do with Renju. The company has been managed by office representatives for the past 17 years after Renju holds no shares and is not involved in the management. In short, Renju did not inherit the company from his father, and it was instead given to other persons.
But it can't be a coincidence.
It certainly is suspicious. I would suggest searching the warehouse again. You may be able to discover why Iris was resurrected.
Date and Iba saved Iris and Somnium, and that changed the history of the real world? Well, I guess it's not impossible.
That isn't what you said yesterday.
That was then, this is now. A woman's mind changes with the phases of the moon, you know?
No, it doesn't.
Anyway, I believe in Date. I trust him more than anyone else in Abyss. Congressman Sajima is suspicious in more ways than one. Exhibit A. 3 days ago, So called Shoko Nadami's phone. We still don't know exactly why. He only told us it was meant to be private. Exhibit B. So Sajima was at Okiura Fishery Warehouse last night, but he didn't inform us of this. There must be something he doesn't want us knowing. Exhibit C. So was in Iris's Somnium. Dreams are constructed from memories, yet the good congressman denies he ever knew Iris. Stranger things have been known to happen. 2 days ago, Date found Iris's frozen corpse in Mizuki's Somnium. It must have been a prophecy.
Boss.
There's a lot of stuff in this world that can't be explained by science.
Boss's knack for change is one of her good qualities. Not having beliefs is what she believes in. That's how she established herself as a major player in the police department. Because she believed what she wanted to. Where's So now?
I sent him home yesterday.
You released him?
What was I supposed to do? We can't hold him without solid proof. What we saw with Iris hasn't happened yet.
In any case, we have to speak with him again.
There are
Sum
4
it up.
people I should talk to. So Sajima, Iris and Hitomi Sagan, and Mama. And I need to check the warehouse one more time.
We have many avenues of investigation.
Let's get moving.
If our actions in Somnium are capable of influencing the outside world, that explains why we end up on these different paths when we do different things inside it. So, if this were any other game, I would be like, no, it just looks like she died and she didn't. She's got a twin, or she defrosted and went home, like, you know, I would be thinking along those lines. But I think the idea of what you do in Somnium actually changes things is an important idea to keep in mind as we move forwards. Alright, let's go to the absolutely useless location. Why would he say anything?
So Sajima is a key person of interest in this case. Earlier, the boss
There's all
said
this
it
incriminating
reflects
evidence
suspicion
against him.
and I
Let's
agree
hope he
with
tells
her
us about it.
I checked the call logs of So's phones. Congressman Sajima has one phone under his name, and a burner phone rented under a fake name.
Did you find anything interesting?
Unfortunately, no.
Really?
But I do have something. I looked into So's secretary's phone. One call in particular stood out to me.
Huh?
It was 1 week ago, from Fuchu Prison. The caller identified themselves as inmate number 89.
Number 89?
Yes. This is most likely the same person who called HQ.
I know who killed Shogunadami.
Unknown.
You don't know?
He is not registered in any databases. He could be a foreigner or recent immigrant, but it would be impossible to determine from where. However, I did not detect any accent in his speech. I believe we can conclude that he grew up in Japan.
Who is he?
From what I can determine, he is an assassin. He accepts jobs from the criminal underworld for substantial rewards. His code name is Falco.
Falco?
So she just digs all this up on her own instead of him telling us.
Correct.
I'm having a moment. And then the moment passes. Interesting.
Murder. He is serving a life sentence for multiple counts.
Murder.
He was imprisoned 6 years ago.
6 years ago?
Always 6 years ago.
Unknown. You would have to ask Mr. Sajima for that information.
Number 89 said he knew who killed Shoko.
He did, but that may be a lie.
Does he have any connections to the Cyclops serial killings?
Unknown. In all honesty, I have no idea.
Number 89.
Should we visit Fuchu Prison?
No, we don't have time. Call up boss. Tell her to request that number 89 be brought to Abyss.
Roger.
I heard there was no body found at the cold storage warehouse. Isn't your investigation over? How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know that girl. I've never seen her before.
Date.
I knew he was lying. This proves it.
I am having difficulty determining his motive for lying. After all, Iris was not killed.
Maybe he's got a secret with her he doesn't want us knowing. What are you hiding, So?
Why'd you call Shoko?
You are beginning to irritate me.
What did you want to talk to her about? What is the private matter you mentioned? What is your relationship with her?
I'll answer your questions when you present a warrant.
What did you think was gonna
I will
happen?
not answer that question.
And why not? We didn't find anything there. There's nothing to hide.
It appears that he will not respond.
Weird. Who would have thought that he would do
An
this?
inmate at Fuchu Prison. He used to go by Falco. He was an assassin.
Odd, finding such a person in Japan. What about him?
About a week ago, he called your secretary.
I don't know anything about that. He was probably calling for a pardon or some such nonsense. My secretary probably decided it wasn't worth my attention. If you need information, you can ask her. I can't help you. Haven't you people got enough? I'm very busy. Excuse me. Oh, actually, I do have one more thing to tell you. To
Oh.
be honest, Kaname Date, I don't like you. I don't ever want to see you again. So I suggest that you don't show your face here anymore. It's what's best for both of us. Understand?
So walked away sternly.
Who does this guy think he is?
Date, your blood pressure is skyrocketing. Any higher could kill you. Relax, Date. We still have much to do.
I know.
What did you think was gonna happen, Date?
You need more info on Ren? I'm sorry to waste your time, but I don't have anything for you.
I don't know, it seems pretty accurate to have a politician never actually be doing anything. Why are you always brushing that fish?
I find it calming.
Why is that?
Don't ask me.
You know about Renju and the Kumakura gang, right?
Yeah, I know. I heard it from his own mouth right here.
Do they have anything to do with the talent scandal at Lemniscate?
Maybe now they do, since Renju is the president of Lemniscate. But even before that, Renju and the Kumakuras go way back. All the way back to high school.
Boom, boom.
Hey, Date. Have you ever seen a dead body?
I remember Renju saying that to me after he and I went through a bottle.
Policeman. I don't know what department, but I assume you aren't handing out traffic tickets. So, how about it?
I didn't answer. I turned the question around on him.
You?
Me? Well, yeah. Not just one, countless bodies. When I was in high school, I had a pretty crazy job. You know the Kumakura gang? I was hooked up to one of their phone fraud scams. I just had to go collect the money from drop points and give it to the Kumakuras. It was an easy job. Eventually, I became friends with the higher-ups. They started taking me with them on jobs.
What jobs?
The target was always an elderly person from the country with no family. Elderly folk who owned a lot of land, you know? They live every day in loneliness and desperation.
This is a pretty fucked up thing, Renju.
You just have to be nice to them. That's all it takes. Guys would get to know the old people and they would set up an adoption process. After that, you just have to get them really drunk. Throw them in the tub full of hot water, and they pass. Just like that. Heart attack, brain hemorrhage, or they simply go to sleep and drown. The police almost never investigated. It always looked natural, like they died of old age.
I guess we're really good friends, because he's admitting to being complicit in multiple murders, and I'm a cop.
So the adopted gang members would inherit the land. Then we sell it and make massive profits. I watched a lot of people get killed like that. And I've seen journalists get killed for getting too close to the truth. So Why am I telling you all this?
Took a sip from my glass. I didn't say anything for a while.
You didn't do it yourself, right?
No, I was always the lookout. But still... Date.
Tears fell to the counter, unending. We didn't say another word until the ice in the glass had melted to nothing.
Well, I could use a little help down there, if you know what I mean.
I do not know what she means. Perhaps you should take her up on her offer.
Absolutely not.
Oh, Iba.
Oh, Falco?
You know him?
I know him as a famous assassin in the underworld. Just rumors, though. Nothing specific.
What kind of rumors?
He's good. 100% success rate. No evidence. He was a world-class killer.
Did you ever meet him?
Nope. I don't even know what he looks like.
Any other info?
It makes a lot more sense to hire Agent 47's voice actor if this is who he is.
I know he's connected to the Kumakuras somehow.
Them again.
Well, that's about it. I don't have anything else for you. Sorry I'm not much help.
No, don't worry about it.
Can you come back again tonight? There's a regular here who is good friends with Ren. They should be here tonight. If you ask him, he might have some information for you.
Tonight?
Yes. I'll be waiting for
Are we
you.
gonna get a new character? Still thinking about Renju. I definitely wouldn't be friends with him anymore.
I apologize for yesterday. I arrived uninvited.
No, I'm grateful. Thanks to you, Mizuki has her voice back.
No, I didn't do anything.
It's tough though, because I would want to separate Mizuki from him. And then she would want to be a part of his life. So I couldn't just cut ties with it. Man. What a fucking hassle.
You asked me that yesterday.
No point hiding it. I told her about
Right
Renju's
from the
disappearance.
hospital? I'm sorry. I have no idea. I've
Hey
had
look,
Iris
I saw
for
your
so
daughter
much.
dead.
I was 19 and single when she was born. People didn't take kindly to that, but Iris was such a fighter. She always protected me. I remember, one time at the nursery, some of the other mothers were talking about me. Iris ran up to them and said, "Don't talk about my mommy." I'm supposed to be the mother, but it's Iris who's always protecting me.
What about your parents?
They died when I was 17. I was an orphan, and my relatives lived far away. They might have taken me in, but I was already in my second to last year of high school. It wasn't a good idea for me to move that late. So I decided to stay here, by myself.
And take care of Iris.
Yes, all alone. But Renju would help sometimes. It was always just me and her. Vacations, barbecues, zoos, amusement parks. Just me and her. Oh, that reminds me, when Iris was 5, there was a children's theater show in Bloom Park. It was called Milky Moon. It was about girls as magical space rangers and such. She loved singing and dancing. Even as a kid, whenever she heard music, her body would start moving. It was a quirk of hers. And she did it at the show, too.
It's funny that they have her like bouncing around in this little view thing, and it looks like someone who doesn't know how to dance, who is being forced to dance.
Toward the end, when all the Milky Moon girls were dancing to the ending song, Iris climbed up onto the stage and danced with them. I tried to stop her, of course. I grabbed her arm and tried to get her to sit, but before I knew it, she was up there, dancing. And everyone was so excited. Even I was dancing by the end of it. When it was over, she had the biggest smile on her face. "Mama, you're a good dancer." That's the kind of girl she was. Whenever she sees someone playing music on the street, she'll run up and join them, right then and there. Music at the train station, the crosswalk beeping, even at convenience stores. When their little chime played, she would start dancing. It almost got her into trouble once. She was on the jungle gym and a truck drove by. It was playing loud music out the windows. She climbed up to the top and started dancing, but she lost her balance and fell. She fractured her leg pretty badly. It was on a Sunday, and it was hard to find an open emergency care. I was carrying her on my back, running and running through town. I could still hear her crying. "Will I still be able to dance, Mommy? Can I still dance?" She cried and cried into my shoulder. It was the only time she ever cried so much. No, that's not true. There was one other time. 6 years ago, I was the victim of a shooting. After the surgery, Iris came in running, and she was sobbing.
Mommy, don't die! Don't die! Please don't die, Mommy! Don't die!
6 years ago was bad all around.
I would protect her, no matter what. Iris is everything to me, more important than my own life. Today's a holiday. I suppose there's never a day off for a detective. Oh, but you aren't a detective, right?
Technically, yes. But I still deal with crime.
I see. Today is a holiday.
You forgot too, didn't you?
Iris must really enjoy dancing.
Yeah.
Though her drawing skills could use some work.
Drawing skills?
Look at the drawing on the wall.
I've been wondering about that picture.
Iris drew it when she was 12.
That's you on the left and Iris in the middle, correct?
Yes.
And who's on the right?
The man I was dating at the time. It was only for 3 months, but...
It's weird that you have this, of all the pictures, like, should she draw no other pictures that didn't have the guy you dated for 3 months in them? Like... Alright, we have to keep clicking this, okay.
Have you been to the Ikume Shrine in the Minato district? I was praying there one day, and I heard, well, more like a groan. Behind the shrine, I saw a man sitting on the ground. He was bleeding.
Now we
badly.
get her version of this story.
I took out my phone to call an ambulance, but he grabbed my wrist, and he held me, and then he kissed me. I was shocked, but when I stared into his eyes...
This is a weird thing for her to just tell us.
Then I heard footsteps, and then a bunch of men yelling. They were looking for him. When the voices and footsteps faded, he let me go. Don't call an ambulance, and don't call the cops. I knew he had to be a criminal, so I took him to an underground clinic I knew.
You took him to a mob doctor?
Renju's friend. I only met him once.
Nope, keep clicking the drawing, okay.
Even though we had our first kiss seconds after meeting each other, it took a long time before I got to see him again. The first time we held hands was when we watched a horror movie together. The first time I took his arm was when we went to a haunted house in an amusement park. But I wasn't the one who grabbed him. A zombie jumped out and scared us, and he clung onto my arm. He had that cute side to him. And I was falling in love.
3 months, she said? 3 months.
Our second kiss was in the car. It's cliche.
I don't care about the details of this relationship.
Looking at all the lights, we parked our car near a warehouse and kissed. I don't think
And he slipped his hand under my shirt, went straight under my bra, not even over top. I admired that boldness of his.
I introduced him to Iris about a month after I first met him. Iris never had a father figure in her life before. She warmed up to him immediately and treated him like a real dad. From then on, it was always the 3 of us together. We would go to the beach.
It was always the 3 of us together for the remaining month.
Going to barbecues with another person was a new experience for me and Iris. Everything felt so fresh. Every day was so exciting. Oh, sorry. You asked about the picture. He wanted to make okonomiyaki one day. He was working with the hot plate. It was ridiculous. He was trying to flip one, and it flew up in the air and landed right on my head. Iris saw the whole thing and laughed and laughed. I hadn't seen her laugh like that in a long time. I was having so much fun that I put an okonomiyaki on their heads too. Plop, plop. I added the bonito flakes and mayo and sauce. At this point, there was no going back. Eggs flew, flour going everywhere. The room was not a pretty sight. After our battle, we laughed like crazy. We were rolling around on the floor. So Iris decided to draw it. It's nostalgic. But those days didn't last. 6 years ago, in November, a man with a gun broke into our house. Fortunately, Iris wasn't home at the time, but my boyfriend was. That's why the gunman came. He wanted to kill him. He wanted to kill him, and he would never stop. He pulled the trigger. I tried to protect him. The bullet hit me, but the police arrived. They were both arrested and incarcerated.
Why was he after your boyfriend?
Before he met me, he committed some terrible crime. I don't know the details, but it was awful.
This didn't bother you at all?
He became a target for underworld criminals. I don't know exactly why, but I know that he betrayed them in some way.
I still have to keep clicking the drawing.
May I ask you something?
Of course.
I had heard that that incident was a random break-in gone wrong.
Oh. I lied about it at the time. Because of Mizuki. Mizuki is Iris's friend. If she found out, Iris would find out too. I didn't want Iris to know.
Know what?
That I was dating a criminal. He was her father figure. Iris looked up to him. If she found out about his past...
Okay, the one time I go back to the drawing instead of... Alright.
Dante, we can't spend time reminiscing. We have to get moving.
Yeah, let's go.
I am so aggro right now.
Who says that?
Why are you angry?
Gamers.
You backed out on your Shovel Forge promise.
I didn't make any
I
promises.
thought you were dead.
You promised me a date, though.
I did go to your house.
2 minutes before midnight, and you didn't even take me anywhere.
Yeah, because we only had 2 minutes.
We could have gone somewhere. Itura, Kunashir, Shikotan, Habomai?
Are these video game places or what?
Absolutely
Are those real
not.
places?
Then you should have come earlier.
Well...
I saw your body.
Iris, promise you won't laugh, but I saw something at the cold storage warehouse last night.
What?
Your dead body. I told you not to laugh.
But come on, Date. I'm alive. I'm right here. Look, I can jump around. Woohoo!
Stop, I'm serious. In my dream,
I feel like she's so into Date that if I was like, take off your shirt, let me see your back, like she would just do it.
And here you are. Which is why I was like that when I went to your house yesterday. Sorry, there's no point in telling you all this.
No, it's fine. Sorry for laughing. I just didn't know what was up with you.
Huh?
I believe you, Date. Maybe you were in a parallel world or something.
Another bizarre explanation.
Renju still missing?
What about him?
I don't need to hide it. I told her about Renju's
A traffic
disappearance.
accident? I'm worried.
Any idea where he could have gone?
I'm sorry, no.
You know, so Seijima.
I've seen him on TV.
Ever met him?
No,
Not at all.
no, not at all.
We can't even give her the thermo. We already know she's capable of lying ice cold.
I know you were mad about our date, but why was your phone off? I couldn't get a hold of you.
Off?
Yeah, from school.
Oh, yeah, it's a holiday. So I decided to come to Lemniscate. We're going to do a recording for a show soon.
We're just not gonna talk about and then just nothing.
Last night around 2 a.m., someone visited you. Who was it? And you left the house as well. Where did you go?
You really want to know?
Yes.
And you'd do anything for the answer.
No, boy.
Yes.
All right then, Shovel Forge.
No.
Then go on a date with me.
Again, no.
But you owe me for yesterday.
I told you I couldn't get a hold of you.
Objection. Even if you did get a hold of me, you didn't want to see me anyway, right? Until you fulfill your promise, I won't tell you anything. So, what are we doing?
What do you mean?
For our date, of course.
Don't go on a date.
Iris, you're too young for me. I can't be seen with you.
That's so. Why do you have to put it like that? You could have just left it at the first one. I can't be seen with you. Jesus.
Hey, what are you doing?
Everybody, this awful man, he...
Fine. I'll do whatever you want.
Really?
Yes.
Shovel Forge?
I will not.
So we'll go on a date then.
Yes.
Yay! It's a deal.
damn it.
And you have to honor our agreement this time.
She really is a witch.
Oh, but we can't go
If this
right
game were
away.
like Danganronpa, they would have an extra mode where you just play Shovel Forge with Iris, and it's just a whole game within a game.
I have a recording coming up. I should be done by 3, though. Tessa, we're starting soon. Got it! So, Date, meet me back here at 3? If you ditch me, I will be beyond furious. Anyway, bye for now. Peace!
Iris smiled and strolled over to the studio.
There is no point remaining here. Let's get moving.
With Iba in my left eye socket, I walked into the cold storage warehouse. I could see my breath. I looked around, shivering. Nothing seemed changed from last night, though.
You first arrived here yesterday at 9 p.m. At that time, lying on this workbench was...
Iris's dead body, covered with a white cloth.
But the second time,
The corpse was gone.
it was 11:25 p.m., but the body could not have simply vanished. Crime scene investigation was here before 11:25
Yeah, what time did they get here?
When did they arrive?
According to the report, 10:30 p.m.
It took them an hour and a half to get down here? I can't believe we left this crime scene. We left a body here for an hour and a half on its... Oh my god.
It took them an hour and a half to get here?
Correct.
Why did it take them so long?
Unknown.
Okay, so this is Congressman like pulling the strings to slow it down or something.
The report does not specify. Perhaps a result of outside influence.
Outside influence?
In any case, there is nothing of note about the bench. Examining it will not reveal any further information.
And yet it's still green, so I'm still gonna click it, and then he's gonna say there's nothing there. Okay.
A switchboard. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. A forklift. It doesn't seem like it's in use. It was likely just left here.
That one's still frozen to the ground. That still doesn't seem to matter. It would be nice if it did matter in this timeline.
Nothing has changed.
Still nothing over there? Okay.
There are numerous cardboard boxes on the shelves. There is nothing abnormal about them. Hi, I'm Dramaimon.
Iba, the jokes, you've gotta stop.
Sometimes I wish this whole game would just stop with these jokes. Dramaimon.
There
At least
are
I
only
get
a few
that one.
items on the shelf. It is likely that this warehouse isn't in regular use.
Is that Doraimon's catchphrase? Hi, I'm Doraemon. Oh.
That machine is used to cut ice.
I can barely
Do
see
they
it back
store
there.
Ice here?
I can't leave. I can't talk to Iris. There's something I need to find. Oh, I thought that would be something, but it's not. I'm literally just pixel hunting. I think this is the first time I've genuinely not known what to click on. Oh,
It's a wooden box. There is nothing inside.
we searched the warehouse again, but we didn't find anything useful.
But finding nothing may, in fact, be something.
What do you mean?
I was just thinking out loud. Let's get going. Date, your temperature is dropping. At this rate, they might find your body in here.
Back to headquarters. We didn't really learn anything new. We got some more background on Tomi's messed up relationship with 89. We got more messed up character details about Renju. In terms of like plot, exposition, the case, we've learned basically nothing. I returned to Abyss HQ with Aiba. I needed to talk to the boss. As I entered the room, the boss smiled, like she was waiting for me.
I took care of what you asked for.
Number 89?
He's here, in the interrogation room.
I'm on it.
You'll go without me this time. I have some errands to run.
She can't go in there because she knows what she looks like, I think.
One of the higher-ups needs me. I'll have Pewter go to the interrogation with you.
Understood.
A second dramatic meeting with this guy.
Let's get started.
How many people you killed?
I don't know. It's not like I'm counting.
What's your name?
Number 89.
Your real name?
I don't know. I forgot.
Where are you from? From Japan?
Northeast Africa, a small republic of roughly 900,000.
I don't take kindly to stupid lies.
Oh, you know about that. It's true. I called Sejima's secretary. I got him on the line and I told him something very important.
You spoke with him directly?
Yeah.
What did you tell him?
I told him to call somebody.
Somebody?
I can't tell you anymore.
Did he tell him to call Shoko? About Shoko's murder.
All right, let's get back to the topic at hand. 2 days ago, you called our investigation office. You said you know who killed Shoko Nadami.
That's right.
Who?
Hey, don't be so hasty. We haven't agreed on a deal. You're gonna let me out of prison, right?
Yes, I promise.
Again, he just throws that out
You're
there.
lying.
Oh, but he knows we're lying
You
this
don't
time.
want to release me. That's fine. I was expecting this anyway. I just wanted a good excuse to leave the prison.
What do you mean?
You really want to know? Here's what I mean!
Oh, he's doing something. Peter just watching this happen. What?
You'll make a good hostage.
Oh, he grabbed my gun. I thought he uncuffed
Take
himself.
me to the exit. Now.
We done goofed. This guy got us really good. He's got our gun. I probably shouldn't have brought a gun into the interrogation room.
Oh, darn. Are you kidding
Aw,
me?
darn.
A criminal serving a life sentence just escaped from Metro Police. I ordered everyone to keep quiet about this, but it's only a matter of time before the press sniffs this out. We need to get number 89 back before then.
Apologize.
Boss, it's my fault he got away. I'm sorry.
Don't waste time apologizing. Go catch him. I'm the one who has to go on an apology tour now.
I think you can probably count on point the gun and pull the trigger.
Really messed up this time.
He might shoot like a wire bullet or something instead, but it'd probably hurt whatever it was. Where's my gun?
Number 89 still has it. But don't worry, I have a spare. I'll give it to you later.
How'd he get away?
He punched out an officer and stole his clothes. He put on the uniform and brought me with him at gunpoint. Well, he had the gun in his pocket, hiding it. No one on the floor even knew this was happening. He got on the elevator.
Bio-locked. Yeah, there's a lot of future technology in this game, but then in some ways,
Stole my security card.
things are pretty primitive. I don't know.
He said he'd kill me if I tried anything. I suppose the whole escape took him about 5 minutes. He must have planned this.
You're rather calm about all this.
I'm coming down from being terrified for my life. I'm in a bit of a fugue state right now. How would I know? After he got to the exit, he let me go. I didn't see where he went. I collapsed right there.
Summarize.
Date, I know you are already aware of this, but there are security cameras all over this compound. I checked all of them. Number 89 fled in a car that was waiting for him.
Waiting for him.
So he had an accomplice.
Yes.
Did you see who was driving?
I did.
Who was it?
You and I know him well.
Renju?
Oh. I told Boss and Pewter what Iba revealed to me.
Renju?
Why?
Date, Moma is calling.
Moma? From the Kumakuras?
Where's my date with Iris?
Hey, Date. I just got the word. Renju's been seen.
What? Where?
Why is he giving us this info?
Hey, don't forget our deal.
Oh, he's still...
Deal?
Oh, right,
What
okay.
deal?
You forgot already? I'm talking about Tessa.
Oh, right.
I'll be waiting. You know what to do.
What should we do?
We have no choice. We have to take her.
To Moma?
Yes.
This is gonna be... Alright, let's go on our date and then...
Late. You're late.
Yeah, like an hour, 45 minutes late or something.
Never! Have you forgotten the vows you exchanged?
Are you drunk?
No, of course not.
You're drunk.
I kid. I'm kidding! I can't believe I'm gonna shovel forge with you. I'm getting excited!
We are not shovel forging.
I was talking about the date, silly.
Shovel Forge and a date are synonymous, apparently.
So where are we going?
To a Yakuza office
No
building.
point lying to you. I need you to come with me to an office. I'll have to inspect it, though.
What? An insect show? I didn't know you were into that. Well, okay, it's kinda weird, but whatever. Let's go to the insect show!
I can't tell if she's joking. She didn't completely understand, but I didn't have time to care. I took Iris to the Kumakuras.
So, where are the Aziptila Praticolas?
Tessa!
Oh, is this guy the Aziptila Praticola?
What are you talking about?
Oh, sorry. Are you the insect trainer? Go ahead. Sorry for interrupting. Start the insect show now!
I really didn't think they would keep going with this insect bit. Like, it's just not as good as they think it is. It doesn't...
Wait
I don't think it's got
a minute.
legs, this joke.
This is a gangster den.
Took you long enough.
Dante, you tricked me!
I wasn't trying to trick you. You just misunderstood me.
But I wanted to see the bugs! I really did!
Oh, so she likes insects as well.
Moma, I held up my end of the deal.
You sure did. You want to hear about Renju?
Mr. Okiro?
You said on the phone that you saw Renju.
Yeah, I had all my people looking for him.
So, tell me where he is.
I could.
Hey, I held up my end. I brought Iris like you asked.
Date, come here.
Is it like a secret that her actual name is Iris? Should I not have said that in front of this super fan who is also a mob boss?
Date, I don't quite know how to ask this, but...
I want to touch her.
Can you ask Tessa if I can shake her hand?
Yep.
Oh, that's it? Sure.
Moma and I broke our huddle.
Iris, could you do me a favor?
A favor?
He wants to see your boobs.
What the fuck, dude? I didn't say that!
Oh, sorry. What I meant was, he wants to shake your hand.
Oh, a handshake. Sure.
I don't even know what to say to all this. Iris took Moma's hand gently and shook it.
Dante, this is the happiest day of my life. It feels good to be the boss.
So how about it?
Alright, here it goes. Renju was seen in 2 places. First, Sunfish Pocket, the maid cafe. Second, Ikume Shrine.
The shrine.
Sunfish Pocket and Akume Shrine.
Got it, thanks.
No problem, bro. Really.
Oh yeah, I haven't introduced this old man yet.
I'm 24!
Moma is lying. He is at least 48.
That's so much older.
Sorry for not introducing myself. My name is Moma Kumakura. I work for a prestigious advertising agency.
You run the Kumakura gang, right? You're like a mob boss.
How did you know that?
Is he stupid?
Yes.
Moma may not look it, but he's a huge A-Set fan.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I'm a huge fan.
Gambling.
Bet, debt, A-Set!
Worries.
Forget, fret, A-Set!
Now what does she say?
A-Set, you bet!
Wow, my catchphrase! Thank you!
Thank you.
This is kind of embarrassing.
But sorry, Moma. I don't like gangsters.
I don't like gangsters either. Gangsters are awful. All those nasty Yakuza guys should drop dead, am I right?
Can we leave? Which of these dialogue options do I have to click on?
I heard he escaped the hospital.
So did I. But I don't know anything more than that.
Please tell me.
Renju's escape from the hospital was strange. 3 things stuck out to me. I laid out the facts. Mizuki was lured to the place where Shoko's body was found by a message sent from Renju's phone. I found Iris's body in Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse. Earlier today, Renju fled with a prisoner escaping a life sentence, an assassin named Number 89.
Hold up. What were you saying about Tessa's dead body?
Oh, well...
Date saw a parallel world with my dead body in it.
A parallel world?
Never heard of it?
Oh, yeah, of course I am. Yeah, right. Parallel worlds and all that shit. Yeah.
I don't understand it, but I suppose he does.
Good, because I don't feel like explaining it.
But why would Mr. Okiura do that?
I don't know. He could be a hostage or an accomplice. Either way, I need to find him.
They're out, looking for Renju. Besides, I can't have them here seeing me like this.
Good point.
Why do you care?
Can I have it?
What?
Can I have the ring?
Why would I give it to you?
Hey, can I have the ring?
Absolutely, of course you can. Here, take it. Wait, no. I can't give you this.
You're so cheap.
Come on, it's not like you're losing it.
It's exactly like I'm losing it.
Aww.
You guys are a good team. Like siblings.
Sorry for bringing you here.
It's okay.
You don't have to be scared, Tessa. We're not thugs. We're just a gang.
Not as contradictory as meatless beef.
The old boss was really violent.
He would take a cheese grater to someone's leg if they looked at him funny.
But after I took over, we went crystal clean.
Crystal.
Methamphetamines.
No, we don't do drugs. We don't deal with that stuff. We had to restructure the whole operation. Cut a lot of people off.
Cut?
Their throats.
No, not like that.
Anyway, Moma, take care of Iris for me.
What?
What? You're leaving me here?
You'll be safe with him.
What?
Are you serious? Look at his face! Not to mention he runs a crime syndicate. What if he sells me to the highest bidder?
Tessa, I would never do that! I told you, we're clean now. We all go home on time, we follow government regulations.
We got our permit on the wall.
See ya.
Wait! What about Shovel Forge?
I told you I never promised to play with you.
But you promised me a date!
Dante, is this true?
It's funny because I thought he could be saying date or date. They both work.
You son of a bitch.
I'm gonna ignore that.
This is so stupid. You're gonna ignore that?
You're gonna look for Mr. Okiura, right?
A mob boss just pulled a rifle on you and you're like, I'm gonna ignore that.
Take me with you. If you do, I'll tell you about last night.
Her late night visitor.
Fine.
Hey!
Dante, don't ignore me!
A clean gang?
Oh, that's just a toy.
Oh, just a toy.
Let's leave them alone for a while.
We have 2 places to check. Sunfish Pocket and Ikume Shrine.
I want to go to the warehouse too, where you found my dead body.
Something bothering you?
No, I'm just curious. Oh, and one more thing. Can we eat somewhere?
That was the worst stomach gurgle noise I've ever heard in anything ever.
Food sounds good. I haven't eaten in a while.
Oh, my chest hurts. Getting hard to breathe.
Let me out of here. That was a stomach breaking. Bringing an idol to meet a mob boss who is a big fan of her is a situation that is ripe for so much comedy, with this guy who doesn't want to be there stuck in between. Like, it's such rich raw material, and then it was just garbage. It was like the worst scene in the whole game. It was like 1 or 2 lines.
Wow, this is surprising. What's going on here? Why are you two together?
Is that the Orichalcum Trident?
Forget it. Thanks for letting me stay last night. Oh, no trouble at all. And you could even live with me if you want. That's a great idea. The roommate I have right now really sucks.
This girl.
How much time you been spending at this cafe, kid?
What are you gonna do? Scold me or something?
Just asking.
I don't care what I do.
Why are you so angry?
I'm not angry. In fact, I'm feeling good.
This is my feeling good face and tone of voice.
Excuse me.
The mermaid took me to the corner of the store.
Mizuki was crying earlier.
Crying?
Yes. We were trying to cheer her up. What happened to her mom was, and we thought she was having a hard time. She must have come here looking for company. That's probably why she stayed with Iris last night. She didn't want to be alone.
Shoko's body is still under the jurisdiction of the police.
We have definitely not given her the support she needs in this timeline.
There has not been a ceremony, nor has the body been cremated. The culprit has not been caught, and we cannot locate Renju. And on top of that, her roommate has abandoned her.
We've basically let her down in every possible way.
I did not abandon her.
In any case, there are many ways you could calm Mizuki down.
Mizuki is just trying to act strong. Please, try to understand.
About your missing dad.
The police asked me a bunch of questions, but I don't know where he is. Why are you asking me about it?
I was just curious.
That company was made by my grandpa, but Daddy has nothing to do with it. I don't know anything about the warehouse.
I didn't think there would be a follow-up.
Don't ask me the same questions over and over.
Date, look.
Oh.
She's lying?
Possibly. She may just be excited or upset.
Can we get the X-ray again? Do you know Mizuki?
Mizuki comes here a lot.
She does come here a
She's
lot.
really friendly with everyone.
I like it here. Everyone treats me nice.
Is it because you're the daughter of the owner?
No, it's not like that.
We're BFFs.
She wields extraordinary
Date immediately takes the wind out of her sails. Everyone here likes me. It's like, yeah, because you're the company's daughter. No.
The Okiura family is really something else. I've heard that Renju was sighted here.
When do you mean?
When? I got the info a few minutes ago, but I don't know when he was seen.
Oh.
Ringing any bells?
Well, he hasn't come by today.
Yesterday? But I was here yesterday.
It was after that. After you and Ota left.
Why didn't you tell me sooner?
Because you didn't ask.
And I don't have any way to contact you.
And I don't really know who you are, and this is just my job.
Damn it.
We just missed it.
He was looking for Iris. He was asking everyone where she was.
Looking for me?
Yeah.
Did he give a reason?
So this makes it more likely that he's the one that shows up at 2 a.m.?
Iris, can you think of why he would be looking for you?
No, not at all.
That's a lie.
Mizuki?
I don't know either.
Anything else you can tell me?
Anything else? Well, he did seem really sick. He was pale and sweating a lot.
Must have been because of the accident.
Perhaps.
Do you know this mermaid?
Mr. Okiura helped me when I was just starting out. You know how my mom is single? He really supported her. He even changed my diaper when I was a little baby. I got hired by Lemniscape all because of him. Iris used to stream all her own content. Like singing and dancing and gaming and stuff. But before we knew it, she went viral.
Right, I heard about that. That's how she started getting offers, right? But because Iris's mom knows Renju, she decided to go with Lemniscape.
But there's more to it than that. There are other reasons. Daddy was totally taken in by her talent.
Her talent?
Dancing, really.
Her talent? She's good at
dancing is
things?
what got her into Lemniscape.
Huh.
He knew ever since she was young that she would be talented. He didn't want any other agencies to have her. I didn't know that. Daddy's not the type to give compliments. This is kind of embarrassing. I didn't know he thought of me that way.
Her talent is blackmail.
She's my friend from back when I worked here. We would hang out outside of work too.
We go to haunted places and UFO sightings and stuff.
You know, normal stuff.
Blow those boys away! Yeah, blow those boys!
Away. You need to say away at the end, Mizuki.
Mizuki, you really shouldn't say that.
More than sleeping and eating? Well, maybe about the same as eating. Anyway, I've always loved moving my body, ever since I was a little girl. And you're fast, too. Yeah, I did a lot of track meets.
Were you always the anchor?
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Hey,
Hey, wanna hear something cool? Iris is the goddess of rainbows in Greek mythology. She's the messenger of the gods. She's really fast.
Rainbows being so fast to disappear was the source of the legend.
You're as fast as your namesake then.
You wanna race?
Sure. When we get the chance.
Bing, 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 bing. Show it right here, right now. Get up on the table. Dance for me.
Right
Dance for
here?
everyone here.
Oh, I wanna see too. Me too.
I would also like to see that.
So inappropriate.
I don't know. Come on, just show us. But alright, I'll go set up.
Set up?
Wait!
The mermaid didn't listen and hurried off.
Jeez. Fine if you insist. Yay! Iris, we're ready.
Who said that? Where are you?
Alright, world, get ready. See my dance.
Imagine you're just trying to eat your fucking food.
Hero. Hit it.
I guess everyone here is probably a big anime nerd or whatever. They'd be into it. Can't tell if that guy's into it.
That are flying, on maps mystifying. You'll think that I'm lying. This old tale of mine. A journey through time.
She's not even gonna lip sync it?
A permanent fire, cold frost on the pyre. Fruit never expires. You've seen in your eyes. You've seen in your mind.
What is this song?
Bow their heads while the blind lead the blind. The marble loses shine. The eye clouds by design. But we know in our soul the one hope, the one truth.
They gotta get some auto-tune on this, man.
We can make miracles. Even with the devils of time against you, never let the fire fade in you. See the golden goddess with wings of rainbows set sail through the night sky to embrace you. Resist, allow your heart to take you. Never let this merciless world erase you. Passing down the light of the torch to guide you, and you shall be bathed in light.
Yeah, I think the idea is it's her song in fiction.
Tessa, you're the best! That song. Mr. Opiera wrote the music, and I wrote the lyrics.
I can tell it was
Special place in my heart.
it was written in Japanese and then they made English lyrics for it. So a lot of the words hit on weird beats of the music so that it sounds kind of out
That's
of
right.
place.
I forgot he wrote music.
Yeah, he's really talented. I look up to him.
English lyrics from Japanese, super hard.
He's done so much for me. I know I can rely on him more than anyone else.
Iris, I still need to know. What were you doing Sunday at 2 a.m.?
Here's this big question.
Your promise.
This is the date. I fulfilled my promise.
I told you, no info until the date is complete. Don't you get it?
When does the date complete?
This date isn't over yet.
Unfortunately, we didn't find Renju here.
But we discovered that he was looking for Iris.
But why?
We can think about that later. Let's get going.
Yeah, you're right.
How you doing, kid? We're not going to talk about the Super Trident? Alright. The Matsushita Diner. Why are we going here? We went to Sunfish and the Shrine because that's where Renju went. We're going to the warehouse because that's where Iris wants to go for some reason. I don't remember why we're going here. She's just the god of the sea. That's where her strength comes from.
I'm so hungry.
The strength of Poseidon.
Tessa? Why are you here?
I told Date I was hungry, so
I've always wanted to eat.
Oh, right, she got hungry.
I'll have my usual, Ota.
Yes, right away.
Does anyone actually make food here? Ota flew into the kitchen. Iris watched him go and took a seat. What's your usual?
Omelet rice. Ota's omelet rice is so good it gives me stomach cramps.
Is that a compliment?
You're embarrassing me.
Well, Ota appears to have taken it as a compliment.
Been here before?
Yeah, I have.
Have you met Ota's mother, Mayumi?
Yeah, but I don't think she likes me.
That's not true. Mom is just jealous of how pretty you are, Tessa.
Not very reassuring. Whether out of jealousy or otherwise, she still doesn't like Iris.
About Iris's resurrection.
Iris, about your coming back to life.
Hold it! What do you mean coming back to life?
I decided to tell Ota about Iris's resurrection.
Date jumped into a parallel world where I'm still alive.
Tessa died?
Yep.
Where's your mom?
She's in the living room. I think she's watching TV.
How about you? What are you doing here?
I was just doing some meditation, lying on the ground.
That's weird and obviously a lie. What were you actually doing?
Date, why are you with Tessa?
We are
Not Shovel Forge.
on a date.
That's
Oh,
worse.
a date. Huh. A date?
I'm on an investigation, and she wouldn't let me go.
Date, I have some delicious fugu eggs. I promise they're not poisoned. Would you like some?
No thanks. I'm fine.
Where's Renju? Why would he
You're
know?
still looking for him? Well, like I told you before, I don't know.
You're good at cooking,
Yeah.
huh?
My dad taught me when I was little.
You're making me something too, right?
Sure. My treat, Date.
About the parallel world.
Hey, can you tell me about this parallel world idea in more detail?
Oh, sure. How should I explain this? Well, Oh, I know. Let's play rock, paper, scissors.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah. If we tie, nothing happens. We just shake hands. If I win, you have to give me something.
What if I win?
I'll do anything.
Anything?
Mm-hmm. Anything.
God, she's even doing the finger wiggles?
Date, your heart rate is rapidly increasing. Why exactly is that?
All right, let's do this.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Rock.
Shoot.
Good old rock. Nothing beats that.
A tie.
The most boring result. Well, we agreed on the rules. Let's shake hands. Shaky, shaky.
I shook hands with Iris.
We just played rock, paper, scissors, right? We tied and shook hands. But in a different timeline, maybe I got a reward from you. Or maybe you could have seen me naked or something.
Why did I choose rock?
What exactly were you going to make her do?
So those timelines are what I'd call a parallel world.
So you think I jumped from a world in which you were dead to this one where you're alive?
That's what I think.
Huh. Parallel world, huh? I can't believe it, but...
She's explaining alternate timelines because of what we told her about what we saw.
Sure you can. Parallel worlds exist. Do you know about the Mandela effect? Or the Booba Kiki effect?
I know about both
or
of
the
these.
100 million balls. If I explain that, would you believe me?
Don't know that one.
Sounds
But
really
also, yeah,
interesting,
this
Tessa.
is this is a hallmark of the writer. He incorporates these interests of his into the stories and then just has the character just say stuff. Yeah, Boba Kiki is less about sort of information traveling between different realities and more just about natural interpretations of sound in shape and color.
I know some urban legends like that. The spatial temporal man, and the lost friend, and the story of two sisters.
I've heard people talking about it. Oh, we have to go through them all? Oh boy. Yes. I was Now we are truly deep in the 999 style of...
Dante, look at this picture.
We're gonna have a red spiky thing and a blue bulby thing. Yep. The red spiky one is Kiki, and the blue bulbous one is Boba. I already talked about this, like, kind of recently on one of my streams, I think.
There's a famous experiment regarding this picture.
And they asked people all around the world.
Show this image to people around the world and ask a question.
People from all different cultures, speak all different languages, even people like those small isolated island nations, right? Where there's like 200 people and they speak some unique language and they've never left the island, right? And more often than not,
which one is Booba and which one is Kiki?
the bulbous one on top here is Boba and the bottom one is Kiki. There's a significant skew. Something about the sound of
Believe it
Boba.
or not, 98% of people asked have the same answer.
It's not 98%. I'm pretty sure that's wrong.
The rounder one is Booba, and the jagged one is Kiki.
Something about the sound of the seems like a really sort of spiky, angry explosion sound.
Isn't that weird? In other words, everyone thinks that Booba is a certain way, and Kiki is the other. It applies universally across languages and cultures. It's like something ingrained inside all humans.
Oh, please elaborate.
Like worshipping the sun and the sea, or thinking that the mother is soft and the father is jagged. Regardless of your culture or background, you probably think this way. It's what Jung called the collective unconscious.
Oh my god, she... I'm way into psychology. Let me tell you about Freud.
There exists a second psychic system of a collective, universal, and impersonal nature, which is identical in all individuals. That's what Jung said about it. Think of it like bamboo. Bamboo stalks look like individual plants since they're separated, but underground, they're all connected. Human psyches might be like that too. Connect that's...
The parallel world?
Yeah! You saved me in the dream, right? And dreams are all about our subconscious minds. So if you follow the roots...
You get to another bamboo stalk.
Yeah, something like that. Do you know Nelson Mandela?
Well, yeah. The former president of South Africa. He helped abolish apartheid.
He died in 2013, but a strange thing happened. When the news broke, people all over the world thought, didn't Mandela die in prison in 1980? That's the Mandela effect. It's when your memory and history have discrepancies. There are lots of examples, like the name of this kid's book with the bears having different spellings.
Are they actually gonna say it? Berenstain?
Or people remembering that
No, they're
Kennedy
not.
was
They're just gonna
assassinated
reference
in a
it.
4-seat car. But in our world, he was in a 6-seat car.
Huh. I thought it was a 4-seater too.
Or that electric mouse from that video game. You probably remember the tip of its tail being black.
Okay.
It wasn't?
Nope, it's all yellow, and the design didn't change.
Oh.
Lines from movies, company logos...
It's because his
historical
ears are
events,
tipped
and
in
little
black,
things.
right?
The
But not
Mandela
the
effect
tail?
is everywhere.
Macaw believed Cuphead was a Kickstarter game.
Why do you think that is?
Because those memories are from parallel worlds?
That would explain it, I guess.
This world is full of really interesting stuff. But you know the most interesting thing of all?
No, what?
Just a whole bunch of
Humans
balls.
exist at all.
The universe developed in a very particular way to get here. If things were even slightly different, well, the galaxies and solar system and all of that might not have
Oda
existed
just
at all.
jumps in here knowing exactly where she's going with this conversation. And it makes me think he's had this a number of times with her already.
And that means humans would never be born. And even if everything happened exactly like that, the probability of human life developing is extremely low. And yet, here we are. Imagine a box full of ping pong balls, labeled 1 to 100 million. Would you be able to pick out the one?
This is what her streams are like?
Not likely.
But what if there were 100 million of you?
Well, then one of us would definitely pick up the one.
Exactly! The birth of humanity is so improbable that it's basically a miracle. But if there were multiple universes...
Then it wouldn't be strange that at least one of them had humans in it.
She is describing the anthropic principle. I may have underestimated her intelligence.
What do you guys say about all this? Oh my god, he's got 3 of his own! Ah, Uchikoshi! His true power unleashed.
Sort of like
He'd been restraining himself for the first like 20 hours of me playing this game, and then all of a sudden, all his worst tendencies with characters to just spout these non sequiturs just comes bursting out of him all of a sudden in this diner.
A lot of people have experienced waking up in an uninhabited world they've never seen before, and most of them describe seeing the same person. The spatial temporal man. He's supposed to be an ordinary old man wearing work clothes. The spatial temporal man guides people back to the real world. He tells them, this world is not for you, or something.
I'd like to meet him someday.
So, this elementary school kid, let's call him C.
Oh my god, the
He
diagrams
goes to
even.
school and there's a bunch of things on the floor. Postcards, towels, a coffee cup, rice bowls, a sink, lots of stuff. But C realized that those were all things from his own house.
How did they get to the classroom?
No one knows. It's not like anyone did it on purpose or there was a thief or anything.
Maybe something happened that made 2 parallel worlds fuse.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you think you could recognize your own sink if it was in a classroom floor? We were like, no, this is definitely my sink. I don't know if I could.
So, there's this girl. Let's call her B. She's practicing piano in her room, and her little sister is watching TV in the same room. B asks her to turn the TV volume down so she can hear her piano playing, you know? So B goes back to practicing, playing a little bit. But her sister doesn't turn the volume down. She's not listening at all. So
A
B
telltale
turns around to
small
scold
chip
her.
in it from a nail clipper falling into it.
She was really gonna let her sister have it, but she's gone. She's nowhere to be seen. She thinks, I wonder where she went. But then B hears her sister at the door. I'm home. B runs to the front door and sees her sister and her parents standing there. So B asks, when did you go outside? But her mom says, what are you talking about? She went shopping with me. B is really confused by all of this, of course. She asks her little sister about it, and she learns that her favorite TV show was on. And before she went shopping with her mom, she was deciding whether or not she wanted to stay and watch it or not.
So depending on her decision, a parallel world was made.
Yeah. What B saw might have been from the world where her sister stayed behind. I know a ton of stories like this. Like being suddenly transported 1 year into the future, and there's a missing persons report out for you. You look down at your phone, but you realize that it's not yours. It's not the one you remember having. You look through the contacts, and it's filled with
so
names
weird.
you don't recognize.
It's so weird. This game has been it's been fairly consistent with its characters throughout this entire point, and then all of a sudden,
Sounds scary.
these two are way into philosophy and paranormal stories.
There's more, too. Like this town where everyone is Japanese, but they're speaking a completely different language. And all the signs and magazines and stuff have different letters. And it's not like Korea or China. It's the Japan we know, but the language is different.
That's a prime example of a parallel world.
There's this kid, A. He's in elementary school. Well, A had this close friend named Suzuki. One day, after school, they're walking home together. A turns around to tell Suzuki a joke, and Suzuki is laughing his butt off. And he's laughing and laughing, and he laughed so hard that his eyes fell out of their sockets.
What?
Well, they were hanging down out of his eye sockets. The nerves were still connected, but A is of course
Floating
in shock and doesn't know
eyeball
what
in
to
the
do.
dark. What the fuck are we doing right now?